Our telehealth e-commerce client used to grow their email list at 4.82% a month while converting 7.65 of those email signups to customers. After almost a year of working with us, we're consistently growing their list by 13 to 20% a month while converting 11 to 15% of those signups to customers within the first 30 days. Now, here you can see a couple of snapshots from our insights and analysis for these clients, for this client specifically. So you can see August 2024, they had 38,000 profiles on their email list, and now they have 111,000 by end of April 2025. Here you can see the list growth percentages in red. And then subscription to conversion rate basically means how many people out of those who sign up to their email list end up making a purchase within the first 30 days after signing up. And you can see the trend here is also pretty much up and to the right. And if you still don't kind of understand full meaning of this, what is the impact here? To put it simply, before working with us, they got 1,843 new email subscribers a month, compared to last month, April 2025, when we got 13,295 new email subscribers in that month, while at the same time converting almost twice as many out of these email subscribers to customers. So basically, we converted at a 2x higher rate while also getting this many times more people into the list. So basically hitting the same list growth and conversion from two different angles and winning on both fronts. And here's exactly how we did this. So step one, we implemented website sign-up forms to the site of the client. So the client didn't have any website pop-ups to turn their hard-earned traffic into email and SMS subscribers before working with us. And so we decided to implement the following pop-up structure on their website. We had homepage pop-up for desktop, then product page, collection page, and then mobile versions of all of these three. And I can show you like a brief overview. You also have the access to the doc, so you can take a look at it yourself after watching this video. But I'm going to show you a brief overview of how this setup works, and then a couple of examples from our existing clients. So let's go here. Basically, what we usually do as a starting point is having these three different pop-ups, and then we also segment those separately for desktop and mobile. So we have 6 core pop-ups. The main one is for home pages, like the default pop-up. This is like a more aggressive, bigger pop-up, which excludes some pages like product pages, collection pages, and so on. Then we have separate collection page pop-ups, which are like retargeting pop-ups for those people who maybe didn't see this pop-up, or maybe didn't land on the homepage, just landed straight to the collection page. This is less aggressive. This is smaller, just like a slide out the corner of the screen. And this is for people who we are seeing that they're high-intent customers based on the time they are spending on the site, or based on how much they're scrolling or something. And the same kind of applies for the product page signups as well. And then here you can see kind of like an additional pop-up that we often do, which is SMS only pop-up for those who already are in our email list but haven't given the SMS consent yet. So we're giving the code, then we are asking the email address, or like we're giving the code, we're asking some information of them, like share some data for us. Then we are giving the email address, we're asking, asking the email address, we're asking the phone number, and then we are giving away the discount code in this last window, and then pushing them back to the site. And also, of course, we are using these other list growth methods, like having email collection window here, or like embed here on the website footer. But most of the list growth impact has been done with these, because in this case, for example, the client didn't have any pop-ups in place, and we implemented all of these. And you already saw the numbers. The difference is huge. And let me show you a couple of examples from one of our Finnish clients. So here you can see, this is like, of course, Finnish copy, but I can kind of explain it to you. 10% discount for you, and then asking which sport, are you interested in, what sport are you doing, and so on. There's running, cycling, gym, hiking, team sports, or something else. And then here's save the discount for later, and then it closes the pop-up if they press this. Then there's email opt-in, and then there's the discount given in the final window, and then explore our collection, pushing them back to the site to continue shopping. So this is the default pop-up, basically for the home pages, the bigger one, like full page, in this case, side image here, content here, and then this is covering the full screen on the website. But then we have these Same thing for mobile. So in mobile, it's also full screen, but we don't include a side image here usually. Sometimes we have some, smaller images to make this a little bit more playful. But in this brand's case, we just wanted to keep it simple and plain. Just have the content, no extra, visuals or graphics there. And same structure as in the desktop one otherwise. And then the third one, this is like for the collection pages and for product pages, less aggressive, slide out on the corner of the screen. So it kind of like jumps in from the corner of the screen if somebody spends, more than average time on the site. So we can see their high intent. Maybe they want extra nudge to purchase, for example, and then we can show this slide out for them. All right. So this is basically step one of the strategy that we are doing for this client. Step two, we started collecting zero-party data in the sign-up forms. Here's an example. They can press lose weight or combat aging or whatever. Because in this brand's case, they sell these medical treatment plans across multiple health categories, like weight loss, anti-aging, sexual health, and so on. And to gather data and personalize our email content, we wanted to add this extra step in the pop-ups asking what their main health goal is. And first of all, this extra step gives us data. We can segment people in our email provider based on their answer. So we can have a segment for people who are into weight loss, and different segment for those into longevity and sexual health and so on. And then we can personalize the content in email side based on that. But we can also use those insights to kind of push it forward to the ads team, to the CRO team, and so on. So they can optimize the angles for the ads, for the website copy, for the offers based on what we find out on the front end while collecting these email signups as well. So it's kind of like hitting again, like giving us valuable stuff on multiple ends, giving us data, but also increasing the conversion rate on the email side, also on the front end, and so on. Also, one thing to note is that when we add this zero-party data collection step in the first step of the pop-up, people usually think that it would actually decrease the sign-up rates, but in fact, it increases it because it's like a micro-commitment step. If we are just asking the email sign up straight away at the first window, people are less likely to do it. But if we are just asking them to press a button to give some data for us, usually they press the button. And then after that, it's like a psychological principle of, micro committing to something. Now it's easier for them to follow through, also giving the email address, maybe also giving the SMS sign, like phone number, and then just taking the code and going. So usually adding this step also, at the same time, it increases signups, so it grows our list faster. But at the same time, it also gives us valuable data we can use to personalize in a way that we can also increase the conversion rates. So again, growing list faster, converting more of those people who join. Okay, step three, building a personalized welcome flow based on this zero-party data. So I already talked about it in the previous step, but based on the responses we got in the pop-up from the customers, we built these personalized welcome flow sequences for people interested in specific categories of treatments. So in this case, health goal weight loss, there's a specific flow. Health goal anti-aging, there's a specific flow. Health goal sexual health, there's a specific flow, and so on. And of course, this allowed us to up the relevance of the content significantly, driving more conversions, as already mentioned. Step four, we built a segmented abandoned cart flow or checkout flow for prospects versus non-customers. Because again, before working with us, this brand had really short and simple abandonment flows in place. And we decided to implement these robust abandonment flows segmented based on these two variables. So first of all, which product they abandoned, which treatment they abandoned, and then the second thing, the number of orders they placed before. So for those people who hadn't bought in the past, we built a longer sequence with more option handling and a discount incentive. Because if somebody has been on a list for a long time, they didn't grab the welcome flow offer, they still haven't made any purchases, we want to, do more to make them convert, even if it means giving a little bit more margin off there, because we don't want to have people on our list who don't convert. Usually if somebody doesn't convert in the first 30 to 60 days, they are pretty much unlikely to convert ever again. So it's just dead weight on our list, and we are, for that reason, happy to give them a little bit more nudge, a little bit more discount, lose a little bit more on margins, so we can just get them on the customer to become a customer, and then just retain them after that. And then for existing customers, like mentioned, the sequence was shorter, and we didn't add any extra discounting there, just so we can save on margins. We don't want to condition our customers to only buy on discount every time. And here you can see This is really complicated looking structure. There's like so many different paths, but in fact, this is just like different. Well, I can zoom in here. So these are similar structures in each of these, but just for different products, different questionnaires, different treatments. And to explain a little bit more, in this telehealth context, where basically the abandonment flow is basically sent for people who start the health questionnaire, health intake, and then don't end up finishing their purchase. So here we can segment these people based on which questionnaire they started. And based on that, we can know that, okay, if they started this questionnaire, they're into this product. If they started this other questionnaire, they're into this other product. So this is the first segmentation here. We can personalize the content based on what treatment they're looking for. And then you can see there's one email here, quickly, just a reminder. And then after that, we have a true or false split here based on, are they an existing customer or are they not an existing customer? So these are the ones who are existing customers. These are the ones who are non-customers. And then we personalize the content differently for both of these paths. So that's pretty much all there. Like I explained, just putting a little bit more effort into handling the objections, building social proof, and giving some extra promotional incentive for those people who haven't purchased from us yet. Step 5, we implemented this monthly email campaign calendar for them. So the client didn't have monthly well-planned campaign calendar in place before, or content calendar. And we started sending 3 email newsletters a week, targeting both new and old subscribers with content designed to educate, build trust, and sell. And the key content pillars we followed: product campaigns, promotional campaigns, social proof campaigns, engagement campaigns, and then active customers as VIP campaigns. And you can see an example month here. For example, request for UGC. This is basically for active customers. We are asking them to, share some UGC for us. There's like a contest here, like share this, and the best one wins, 3 months free treatments or something like that. Then we have, engagement style campaigns like blog showcases. Then there's like product, empowering product campaigns like how to incorporate B12 into your routine. Sexual health myths debunked. Join us on social media. Then there's like a Halloween promotion at the end of the month. So we're kind of like covering all of these pillars, so we can, see what performs well. At the end of the month, we're always doing our analysis on which pillars were the highest performing, which angles were the highest performing. Then we can see that, okay, these are performing well. We're going to be doubling down on those. These were not performing well. Maybe not. Let's not do that anymore, and so on. So that's kind of like an ongoing feedback loop of sending 3 times a week, every month doing the analysis, and then every month just having more feedback, having more data, and optimizing the content from there. That's all of the key steps that we did for the client to achieve the list growth and conversion increase that we did. My name is Bernard Brander. I'm the CEO and founder of GrowthTrigger. We're the number one Finland Playbook partner in Finland, specializing in retention marketing for Shopify brands. And together with my team, we've helped over 50 e-commerce brands grow profitably while generating 35 to 55% of their total revenue through email marketing. Here's my email address. Here are my social media links. I'm posting weekly educational content about retention marketing on all of these channels. And on Instagram, I'm also posting a little bit more about my personal life, my business, my mindset, my sports, everything like that. But all in all, list growth is the single highest lever you can focus on to boost your email and SMS marketing performance. Because the more people you have entering your list, the more results, the results generated by your automation sequences and campaigns compound over time. So of course, if you have the same automations in place, but you have twice as many people entering the list every month, you're going to be making at least twice as many conversions as well. Assuming that the conversion rate stays the same. But in our case, we've also increased the conversion rate itself with all of the optimizations in the funnel. So we're making even more than that. And thus, by simply implementing the structure I explained in this video, you're going to be able to take your email and SMS list growth, and through that, the whole channel performance of those channels to a completely new level. Of course, if you have any questions, you want to learn more, or you want us to help you implement these strategies I explained in this video, you can, first of all, go ahead and take your 60-second email health quiz from the link below. So here is the quiz. After the quiz, we're going to be rating your email marketing with a unique health score, and providing a personalized roadmap for improvement. Of course, based on your responses, we're also going to be determining whether we'd be a great fit to work together in implementing these strategies and setting up a plan for ongoing success. And if the fit is not there, you're still going to be walking away with your personalized roadmap for success that you can, one, pass on to your existing email team, or two, just use internally in whatever way you wish. So please go ahead and click the link here to take your 60-second quiz today. Or if you just want to get on a free consultation call straight away, see if you're fit, you can book it from here or from the calendar link below. All right, hope to see you soon. Cheers.